Okay, so for the VOD gamers, this is gonna be super duper chill. I mean, when aren't the streams chill? But basically, I am behind on editing because I've been trying to shift back to a nighttime schedule. So I've been really tired and just kind of haven't had any spare time to edit stuff. What am I doing? We're just on live server though, by the way. I don't care about going on the test server unless there was something more substantial. Hey Chicken, hey Whisper, hey Saif, what up? Hey Loves, because I don't know how to say Mihai. But yeah, I pretty much just woke up like maybe an hour ago, and then just had some brekkie. Let's do Bounder. There we go. Yeah, thanks Chicken, and thanks Nirav. I am doing great. It's just, as I mentioned just before I started the stream, or before notifications went out, like I'm trying to swap back to a night shift because I can get more work done during the night, and so I've just been really tired. Or not so much tired, just kind of like, I don't know, lack of energy, I guess. Hello game, can you actually do what I want you to do? Thank you. I wanted to get my bombs on my hotbar as well. There we go. Hey guys, what up? Yeah, it's gonna be a pretty busy day of streams today. Just saying, I don't have, like, I still have a lot of videos recorded and stuff, but the only ones that I have like already edited and uploaded and everything is just the Zelda video for the day that I need to make a thumbnail for. Also, what the heck was that? Why did I see a bunch of hearts floating in chat? That freaked me out. What was that? I saw like an animation. Did you guys see that? Like, that was weird. Is there a heart button or something that you guys can spam or something? I don't know. It's very weird. Yeah, there it is again. Like, what? What's happening? That's new. YouTube's never had something like that. That's cool though. All right. Weird. What does it look like for you guys? Because I don't see, there is a button for you? Yeah, okay. Weird. And yet you don't see it, Antonio. Strange. I wonder if it's PC or mobile only. I mean, hey, whatever. Cool. Anyways, yeah, I'm not stressed out about it or anything, Antonio. It's more so just mentioning, like, I just wanted to mention passively to you guys that it's just gonna be a day full of streaming, because tonight I'm gonna catch up on editing. So we're gonna do a Trove stream for a bit, and then I'm gonna hop on Final Fantasy 16 finally, and then hopefully I'll be able to hop on Tower of Fantasy today as well. That's the plan. There's 5 emojis down at the bottom. Interesting. And well, and then obviously I still gotta make the thumbnail and then upload the or publish the Zelda video. I'd love to stream more Zelda as well, but I don't know. I really want to get through Final Fantasy because I know if I don't force myself to, I won't finish it. But yes, hello to everyone that keeps tuning in. I'm sorry I'm not giving specific shout outs and stuff, but there's quite a few showing up, so hey, nice. I guess that's the trick, right? If I want you guys to actually get notifications to a stream, I just gotta make sure that this is the first video that gets published, because every other video and every other stream that I do today is probably not gonna give any notifications. What about the Knight? The Knight's pretty good. I'm not a fan of his gameplay, but he's actually more powerful than you thought, or than you'd think. Thoughts on War Thunder? I tried it. I don't like it. I really wanted to. I really wanted to. In my opinion, War Thunder is a haha funny dumb ragdoll game, but then for whatever reason, they squeeze in like a sweat lord meta. And it's just not fun because you just get stun locked. Like, it just made me feel like I was playing Diablo 4 again with all the CC. Speaking of which, I did hop on Diablo 4 yesterday because there's been a pretty significant patch to the game. But it didn't actually like change much. It was just like, oh, my necromancer is stronger. Okay, cool. It still takes 2 hours for me to gain a level in a dungeon, which is not fun. Nice stuff. Like, they're taking a step in the right direction, but so no, I'd say War Thunder is pretty good for the microtransactions. It's just cosmetics. But the main issue that I had with the game is that basically there's a perk system in the game that gives you passive buffs. And so you're at a distinct disadvantage to the people that do have the perks. And that was just no bueno for me, because it was like you know, you'd get in a one-on-one duel with some random guy and you'd just be like, why am I getting stun locked and why are they not getting stunned? And then it was like, oh, because they have the perks and I don't. And it's like, bruh. Most of all, I think that the game, oh, this dungeon's not even done. I just think that the game should have been more focused on like unga bunga funny. Wait, what am I talking about? You guys said War Thunder. I thought you meant Warhaven. I'm sorry. I don't know anything about War Thunder. Which is why I clearly misunderstood which game I was talking about. Oh my god. Yeah, sorry about that. No comment on War Thunder. It's not my thing. That's the tank one, right? Yeah, sorry. I thought you were talking about Warhaven because they recently had like a beta come out. That's why I thought like it was relevant. But this costume is the Renewus costume, so you can only buy it around the new year. POV, you old. No, dude, you want to know what made me feel old? Was with how hyped I am for Mario RPG and all this stuff. Why is my boss radar mod not working? I'm out of this dungeon. Nope. I hate how this... Holy crap. All right. There, that's a way to guaranteed get me out of the dungeon. How you like that, you stupid video game? All right, let's try and put boss radar mod back on. No, what I was gonna say is with Mario RPG, and you know, like I kept thinking like, oh dude, I'm like so hyped for this game. And then I looked it up. That game is 26 years old, bro. That hurt. When I saw that, I was like, oh. I don't actually care, you know. I'm a fossil, that's fine. Is War Thunder pay to win? Yeah, don't ask me. I really don't know. I'm assuming yes. There was an article that my buddy ended up sending me the other day too, which I thought was hilarious, where it said, it was like this clickbait stupid article that was like, Mario RPG is outselling Zelda. And you know it's clickbait. You know it's a game journalist, so you know they're lying. But the curiosity got the better of me, and I started reading through it. And so the article was saying that Mario RPG outsold Zelda on Amazon for the day it was announced. That's such an unfair comparison. That's like, bruh, no, you gotta talk about pre-orders for Zelda versus pre-orders for Mario RPG. You can't say the day Mario RPG was announced, it outsold Zelda. Yeah, because everyone's already got Zelda, you idiot. Like, what are you... So stupid. Ah, hilarious. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm still insanely pumped for Mario RPG, but that was like, come on, man. I don't think there's that many old people. Why is... Okay, I'm just gonna... Holy crap, I'm just gonna Alt F4 it. That'll get me out of the game. Jeez, this game is just a mess today. The UI's not working. We're rubber banding. Like, this is the good old Trove I remember. I like that weird little heart thing. That's funny. That way you guys can just lurk, I guess. I wonder if there's any way I could take advantage of that for like giveaways and stuff. I doubt it, because I doubt it's registered like in Nightbot or anything. But yeah, funny enough too, Mario Wonder is actually going to be releasing before Mario RPG, so it's like, oh, okay. What's the loading screen mod? It's not there. Wait, what? Was it not there? I wasn't paying attention. Usually when you just launch into the game, it doesn't have the loading screen mod, and then it pops up after a while. So maybe that's what happened. I don't remember. Hey, Karma. Yes, that sounds about right, watching me 6 years ago and then just randomly deciding to show up. Do I still enjoy Trove? Yeah, most definitely. It's still like my favorite game. That's why I still just keep playing it. Like, I'm a freak. There's something wrong with me. But you throw like a simple grindy game in front of me and I mean, hey, most games just don't really keep my attention span. With this game, it's like I feel my ADD can just like, oh, we're just doing random generated dungeons over and over again, you know? Give me Hytale. Oh my god, did you guys see the Hytale post? Oh, it was hilarious. Oh my lord. Bless them. Bless those devs. They're so stupid. They had another Hytale post that was a complete waste of time. Like, oh my god. They're so like brain dead when it comes to their posts. They basically were like, for those that don't know, I wouldn't be surprised. Hytale basically is going to be Minecraft 2. It's being made by a bunch of modders that made Minecraft maps and stuff, like the Hypixel team. And I mean, it looks stupendous. Go look at the trailer from a couple years ago. It's going to be amazing when it comes out. But it's a slow process. It's going to take a long time before it comes out. And the joke is that they always end up having a blog post that comes out and is basically just absolutely useless. And the one that they just had, they're like, oh, we're going to pull back the curtain and we're going to talk about the game, guys. And then it was just another, like, the post summary was literally them saying, oh, guys, we actually had people test out our game that weren't in our studio. It was people from Riot Studio, but it wasn't our internal testers. And we made them fight in an arena, and then two players teamed up together, and then they escaped the arena. We didn't think that was possible. The end. Like, okay, you idiots, game testing is nothing new. Like, I know it's new to them because they've never designed a video game before, but that is not exciting news. Stop talking about it. Show me a video clip of them escaping the arena. Otherwise, I don't care. Their posts are always like that, though. Like, they're so stupid. The only useful post we had from Hytale within the last few years was just them telling us, yeah, we're working on a new game engine. Which totally made sense. Oh, that's why it's taking so long. Oh, sorry, you were asking what's the loading screen mod? I don't remember what it's called. I'm sorry. Oh, more importantly though, we finally, I might make a short video talking about it. We finally have some concrete evidence that Nintendo is in fact working on their next console. Thank God. We don't know if it's going to be the Switch Pro or anything like that, but it might actually come out next year. Because when you think about it, most console games' lifespan, as much as everyone says, oh, the Switch is so old, but consoles last like 7 years. And next year is the Switch's 7-year anniversary. So it actually is all going according to plan. So we'll probably end up seeing the new console next year. But by the sounds of things, it's going to be new, not like a Switch Pro. The funny thing is, like, I would still argue, like, all I want is a stronger version of the Switch. But basically, the only thing that we got for news, like, I'm sure there's going to be a bunch of, like, 20-minute YouTube videos of these idiots rambling on and on and on about, like, here's everything we know about the Switch. And then they're going to make, like, multiple videos on it. And for whatever reason, people are going to watch them. I'm going to tell you right here, right now, Nintendo ended up having a meeting with their investors where they just said, yeah, we're trying to make this transition from the Switch to the next generation console as seamless as possible. So we're going to have it so that you can still use your same Nintendo account that you have on the Switch right now. That's all they said. It does confirm that we've got a new console coming. And I think it's hilarious how every other company has already been doing that since the Xbox, like the original Xbox. But when Nintendo does it, apparently it's a big deal. So, at the very least, that's our confirmation that a new console is finally coming. Like, that's the only official word we've had on one. That wasn't just rumors. What is this? Is this a Leviathan? Sure, whatever. Rev stuck at 32k. I got a C3 set. How can I rank up any more? I got no idea. Your gems are probably what's lacking. Either with the augmentation on them. What is this? Oh. This isn't a... Nah, that's not a Leviathan? Bruh, I'm out of here. I would assume it's your gem augmentation. You do get a lot of power rank by having the 3 primordial dragons as well. Playing on console or PC? I don't play Trove on console anymore. Should I build my boomeranger as a speed farmer or a boss killer? Boomer's not really a very good speed farmer. It's more so, like, from what I've heard from a lot of people, more so they're using it as a boss killer. But I mean, you can kind of build in the middle. I mean, honestly speaking, like, the only thing that you would change in terms of whether it's a boss killer or a speed farmer is you would just swap the crit damage off of your gear for movement speed, right? Like, that's it. In which case, I would still, even if I have a character for boss killing, I'd still have the movement speed because I can't stand not being fast. Sorry, morning congestion. Is there a big difference between Shadowhunter and Neon Ninja for consistency at speed farming? Neon Ninja consistently will get from one dungeon to another faster. But as far as the kill time on enemies, Shadowhunter is faster. But that's basically the only real change. So it's kind of up to you, really. Like, you can main either, and Neon Ninja is still way faster, but... is that like something Nintendo's actually talked about, multi, or is that just people speculating? Because we know without a doubt we're getting a second Mario movie because they already had a contract signed for it. I don't see them making a Zelda movie, honestly. I don't think that would work. What are they gonna do? Have the Zelda voice actor just ruining the whole scene? My only light crystals are on crystal tier. Oh, okay, like you only got your cosmic gems at crystal tier. Yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about crystal gems yet. It's most of all like getting all the Aura stuff upgraded first that's important. But I mean, if you are strong enough to actually grind crystal gems, then sure, go for it. Can't rank up gems in U11. I can't do dungeons in U11. What do I do? Well, again, you would just focus on the weak links that you have to iron out. A lot of it's going to have to do with gem augmentation, which kind of sucks. I don't know why I'm wandering in this direction. But for the most part, yeah, like you just... I don't know, you could just leech. That's the biggest thing that you could do, honestly speaking. Because the way that U11 scales with light value is pretty bad. You might be able to handle, like, depending on your light value, because that's the biggest thing that you're missing when it comes to U11 difficulty. Like, lots of people go into U11 thinking they can handle it just because their PR is high, but and their stats are high, but that doesn't really matter. It's more so about the light value, because you have to have at least like a minimum of 7,000 to even be able to handle it consistently. But keep in mind that the basic biomes, like the older biomes, are a lot easier than Sundered Uplands and Geode Surface and stuff when you go into U11 anyway. What? Oh. I didn't even notice that dungeon boss. How do you get 30k PR currently at 24k? Well, with you being 24k, it's actually a lot easier to get to 30k than you'd think. Again, you gotta ask yourself, like, what are the things that you're missing? Whether it be dragons, mastery, gems, gem augmented stats, crystal gear. Don't forget your class ring. All of that stuff is kind of the basics that you gotta see. Okay, what can I refine with my character, kind of thing. Where are you from? Canada. You wouldn't think so. Apparently. I don't know. My current speed, when I have everything trigger, I think I can get, like, I don't know. What's my current speed right now? Just base. When I do a roll, I'm at 190. So when I have all my other stuff trigger, I think I've gotten to 230 or something. But I gotta have, like, Pyridus spawn, a flask, this, and then... Oh, 302. There you go. Jesus. Oh, there's a crystal gear. Oh my god, congestion, go away. Ugh. Also, you know what? Lag, go away. I'll take the congestion. Oh yeah, no, I totally get it, because it's a UK accent that I have, right? Yeah. Maybe when you saw the Laugh You Lose video and, you know, the snake. Oi, in it. That would make sense. Yeah, British. I love this game, but I keep getting to a point where the whole game turns into, okay, let's farm gems again and again. Yes, I know. That's why I say I'm a freak, because for some reason I still like this game. But yes, I know that one of the biggest things that kind of falls flat with Trove is the end game grind isn't really exciting, because you basically just get better gems, which literally just gives you more stat numbers, which in my opinion is always the least interesting way that you can feel progression. You know, like even Diablo 4 is guilty of that with the Paragon levels. The thing is with Trove, there's so many different things that you can grind now that I think it kind of evens itself out a little bit. The problem is that a lot of it is very, very time gated, like Paragon levels. Well, Paragon levels aren't necessarily time gated, but you know what I mean. And then there's the Astral Echoes, like the skill tree, stuff like that. But again, a lot of it's just time gated, so what can I do to upgrade my C4 fast? By the way, I don't have Patron. You're not gonna be able to upgrade it fast. I'm just gonna hit you with the truth, dude. C4 gear hurts me to upgrade it, which is why I only have like maybe 1 or 2 sets across my entire account. It's bad. It's really, really bad. I mean, I guess the best option is probably just pay to win, honestly. But yeah, it's pretty awful. Because unfortunately, the way that Crystal 4 gear is scaled is more so like... It's more acting as if 5-star dungeons were as good as they were on the test server. Because basically on the test server, when you would complete a 5-star dungeon within an allotted amount of time, you would be able to get the, oh, you completed this dungeon super fast. So it would give you a lot of the resources. But now they don't do that. Now they instead just give you like a limited amount of gold, silver, and then bronze for the rest of the day. Which is stupid. Funny thing is, the reason that they did that is because they added a geode cache to the cache shop that I don't think is in the cache shop anymore, is it? Like, they kind of got rid of it, which is stupid. It's just odd. Yeah, as Ender Gaming is saying, that's probably the best bet to like that's the most effective way to get the mats to level it up, sure. But it's still not going to be good. It's still really slow, dude. If they decide to add C5 gear, I probably wouldn't go for it. Oh, they're definitely adding C5 gear, no question. We already saw them leak it years ago. I just think that they need to make it a seamless transition. So we should be able to just upgrade our C4 gear to C5 or something. Because otherwise, if they just add like another tier, it's like, no. Actually, you know what? Speaking of which, Ender, now I'm curious, what are pouches going for at the moment? Oh, I'm honestly shocked to see that. Woo! I mean, you know what? That's pretty cheap. Cheap. Considering that there's the tax update. Because credit pouches have been going for like 6 to 7 mil when there's like a good update. So that's actually not bad. It's still awful free to play, but I mean, you can get like what is it? Like, I think you can get around like 1 million flux an hour if you're farming like consistently and effectively. Otherwise, if you're a little bit lazy, it's like 800k or something. Or am I thinking a couple hours? I might be wrong with that time stamp, but it's been a long time since I farmed flux. How do you make flux? Money. I sold credit pouches like a long time ago, and I just haven't bought anything to drain my flux yet. That's all. Every now and then when my flux gets low, I just buy credit pouches and sell them. What's the best way to level up my Paragon levels? That would be 5-star ships and towers, which is the 5-star dungeons and Sundered Uplands. That gives a good amount of XP and Astral Echoes. Another way is doing the daily quests from the NPCs in the worlds. That gives a crap ton of XP. But then I think the most effective is also the most boring, which is Delves, because it's consistent XP all the way across the board. It's just not fun. I'm honestly shocked that we didn't have the Shadowhunter update this week. I totally thought it would have gone live already. As far as I'm concerned, that update's done, so... I'll take that one, sure. Does Magifying affect the level of crystal gear? Oh, did I say Shadowhunter update? Sorry, I meant Shadow Tower update. Like for the, you know, the delves. Sorry. My brain is fried today. Told you, I haven't been getting much sleep. Anyways, yeah, to answer your question about Magifying affecting crystal gear, yes and no. Like, the way Magic Find works in this game is basically when a piece of gear drops, the game toggles how much your Magic Find is going to affect it, and when Magic Find does trigger, because it's RNG on RNG, it basically is going to take that piece of gear and scale it up one level. So if you ended up having, like, say, a Crystal 1 drop and then Magic Find triggered, then it would be a Crystal 2. So that's why you have to basically get a crystal 3 to drop and then magic find to trigger so that you can get a crystal 4. It's very weird. You do get more, but it doesn't really affect it per se, if that makes sense. Hey, Chronicle. Oh, right. Yeah, I did see about that. That's right. They are having a lot of issues on the test server because they keep disabling features and dealing. Yeah. Okay, that's why the update didn't come out yet. Lame. Yeah, I didn't see what the recent patch was. Is there a way to trigger Magic Find more often or something? No. It's just having more Magic Find makes it trigger more. I don't know, but it doesn't mean that it's like more consistent or anything. Like you can still end up getting a C4 with like 0 Magic Find. Just good luck. What made you stop wearing wigs? Used to love them. I'm lazy. I was wearing them again for a little bit. Actually, you know what? You're right. I was wearing them in the Zelda videos too. But, I don't know, man. Most of all, I just forget all the time. And I'm always wearing the hats now anyway, because, you know, represent. Which, by the way, side note, if you guys didn't catch my post about it a little while ago there, I finally meticulously went through my entire store, like my merch store, and everything is like as cheap as I can possibly make it. Teespring is very mad at me right now because I'm basically making like barely any profit on it. But screw you, Teespring. It was ridiculous, dude. When I was going through the store, it was like, dude, this hoodie is like $30 more than it should be. Like, it's just because basically they kept doing like automatic pricing on everything. And every time they would update their stupid store, it would like mess up all the pricing on everything. So that's why like I took so long before I actually fixed it. I know most of you don't care. I'm just saying that like now it's actually as cheap as I can possibly make it. So there's never going to end up being any discounts on my store. There's also a crap ton of different hat options, finally. Because they finally just made their hat shop a lot better. And I thought this was so cool. Switch cases. Finally, an actual gamer thing. I gotta order one. Anyways, mostly they're dealing with an issue. A chunk wouldn't load on the new Delve biome. There's been 4 attempts to fix them already. Oh. Well, thanks for letting me know about that, Chronicle. Yeah, that sounds like a headache on their part. Like, that sucks. Because that's just, yeah, that's just dumb, technical, stupid computer issues. Like, that sucks. Imagine that's what's holding the update back. Like, that's so sad. The wig makes you look younger from the old videos. No, I don't look young at all. It's my evil, weird, like bad genetics under my eyes darkness is what always makes me look so old. I genuinely hate it. And I would honestly, like, I'm not even kidding, I would get cosmetic surgery for this because basically what's happening under my eyes, I know none of you guys even probably notice it, but I do all the time. I'm very self-conscious about it because it's basically the skin under my eyes is extremely thin. I get it from my dad. And so the darkness is actually just my blood. You can just see it. So, but as for cosmetic surgery for something like that, it's like really, really expensive and only lasts like 3 or 4 months or something. And then I would have to do it again. So it's like, oh, never mind. I just need to start wearing makeup. The other thing too, I do want to kind of I do genuinely want to see if I can end up getting my hands on like I need to dye my eyebrows or at least like draw them in because it's like with the way YouTube you know, the YouTube scaling works with the streams and stuff where it makes it slightly blurry, like it looks like I don't have any eyebrows. Which, that I'm okay with, just because I think it's funny, you know, because I just always tell people, oh yeah, I just went SSJ3. But most of all, I have eyebrows, they're just extremely blonde. So it just looks like I don't have any. Where? Screw this dungeon. Anyways, I don't know why I brought that up. Let's answer some more questions. Hey, Zephyr. We'll buy someone. Yeah, no. It's the thought that counts, Voodoo. I'm not in any way trying to like advertise and say, oh, you guys should buy my merch or anything. Because like I said, I'm not making a profit from them. It's most of all, I'm just saying like, I consider it I don't know if I would say like a favor to you guys, but it's like, I make it as cheap as possible. Just because. How many pins did you use to get those massive wings? None. I sold credit pouches and bought these on the market. Cause you don't get these as a drop, dude. Like, God, how many did we open on the test server when I did that video with Joe? We opened like 10,000 pinatas and I got lucky enough to get the wings, but Joe opened 10,000 pinatas on his own as well. And he didn't get the wings. Like, it's really bad odds. That's also like the equivalent of like $8,000 or something, by the way. I forget what it was. Or 5,000 maybe? It was in the video title. At least it's giving us some time to make more feedback. We made them remake the whole Fluxion UI to make it better to use. More changes are coming. Thank God, because yes, that UI was terrible. The biggest thing we need to yell at the devs right now is them to just say screw it and make the entire delves that new biome. I would take that new Shadow Tower biome, just different colors for all the different biomes. Because I don't care that they worked their butts off making all of those caves generate and everything. It's like, it's night and day, dude. Give me more of that, please. Like, that new biome actually makes delves fun. So. I guess I should do the 5-star. No, that's a bad 5-star. I'm not doing that. I don't care. Yeah, I think a lot of us kind of felt the same way with that Chronicle. Like, the thing is, I know that they probably don't want to end up doing that because that is a huge undertaking for them to make it so that every delve portal is just a variation of that dungeon. But at the same time, I think that would probably be the most worth it, the most worthwhile thing for them to focus their efforts on, because it would add like a proper end game. I'm not saying that it all has to have like its own merchant and all of the gemeralds and stuff like that. I just visually want the delves to be like not the caves anymore. I mean, it's just bad, dude. Like, nobody likes it delves. Imagine an endgame area being garbage. I mean, I say that, and yet we're literally sitting here in Geode Surface, and I've had a mod on for years because this place is bright red, because someone on the dev team, I don't think that's Game Ago related, but on Trine World's dev team, some idiot was like, red. Okay, that's like one of the most offensive colors to your emotions, and it like just naturally makes you mad, but sure. Should I go to sleep? Up to you, buddy. Yes. I opened 6 pinatas and found the Paragon Aura. GG. Nice, dude. That's crazy. Red equals danger. Grr. No, it's just like some... you know, man. Like the red of the Geode Surface. It's just bad. Makes your eyes bleed. The biggest thing too is that I think the biggest thing for me is that it's too bright, you know? Like if I can take a dark mode version, which is why we're using the dark purple. Fun fact, I'm working on a biome overhaul mod and I tackle that by lowering its brightness and contrast. Oh, thank God, Chronicle. Yes, please. I mean, personally for me, purple's my favorite color, so that's why like I obviously like all of this. But Looking forward to that one. How's the what was the crazy like RTX underwater mod you were working on? I remember Joe showing me like a quick little video clip of it, and it looked like, wait, is this Trove? Like, for those of you that don't know, Chronicle is like the mad lad modder who's been popping off pretty hard lately, and he's responsible for the definitive boss radar mod. The water environment's already published. Oh, how did I not know this? All right, I'll grab that later. What's the mod called, Chronicle? Also, hey, Bobby. What's your coefficiency at? I don't know. What does it say? Where is it? My eyes. Oh, there. Whatever number that is. Okay, let me get this. You know what? I'm gonna go get that water mod right now. Underwater environment or something like that. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna get this so I can show you guys just how cool this is. Is there another way to get crystal gems than a crystal gem converter? Yeah, you can get it from U11. Like, you can get it as a drop. Oh, I gotta update the logo in like this area. I mean, maybe I don't. Underwater, let's see. Underwater environment. Yeah, there it is. Okay, I hope I don't have to relog for this, but we'll see. Oh yeah, sure, Chronicle. Yeah, throw me some of those screenshots. I want to see. Is it just all of the biomes you're kind of overhauling, or just geode surface? All right, let's see. Did this work? I don't think it worked. All right, let me relog. Would you mind telling me the type of content tanks are half decent in? Like, sorry, what do you mean? Like, what would you do with a tank in this game? I mean, you can do delves. Look at this. Oh my God. Look at this. Look at this Chronicle Mad Lad. RTX on, bro. God damn, that looks good. They really need to just like collab with you. Like, they need to hire you, man. Like, could you imagine if this was just the vanilla game? I swear to God. It looks so good, dude. Good job. Heck yeah, I actually want to be in the water biome. Dude, I've never wanted an underwater biome like more now. Let's do U11 of Prime Worlds and see if I can find one. That's one thing too, come to think of it, like they never really utilized having, like there's a couple underwater dungeons, but not really that much, you know? Like we need an underwater biome, like specifically. Yeah, sorry. What would you be able to do with a tanky revenant? Delves would be a joke to you. If you have high survivability, you could also solo Leviathans. Like the thing is, so the way that I would say, you know, a character like Revenant works, or even just how Trove works in general, is basically if your character is either dealing enough damage that you can kill the enemy before they kill you, or you have so much survivability that you outlast your opponent. That's basically all you can really do with like Trove's gameplay, honestly. Sorry, Sab. Yeah, your best bet is to check in our Discord and just at the PC invite roll for Trove. Man, it kind of looks like a laser light show when we're up here. Jeez. Yeah, sure thing, Chronicle. I'll check those out after I'm done with the stream. Heck yeah, man. Thank you. Looking forward to it. How much HP should I have as a boomer for U11? Well, you're not a tank, so as little as possible. See, like, look, we got this cool turtle dungeon. Put it underwater. Dude. Now oh god, my brain just made a terrible mistake. When I was just thinking, oh, this turtle dungeon, and then a split second I thought, could you imagine if we had like moving blocks in this game? Like if this was like a moving dungeon, but you could still physically like interact with it. And then I just thought of like Faroche and the dragons in like Breath of the Wild Tears of the Kingdom being in Trove. That'd be cool, because the sky is something that's kind of lacking with Trove. That'd be really cool if we had some sky mobs like flying around, just for, you know, vanity's sake. Give us like a visual overhaul mod that just, or not even a mod, like just the game itself, where it's like, oh, we made this game beautiful. I know it would be glitchy and wouldn't work, obviously, but I'm just saying, like, it'd be cool if it could. Well, cool as the underwater is, I mean, we'll take another peek at this, but I like how you actually made it so it doesn't generate all these effects unless you're underwater as well, so it doesn't kill your frame rate. Beautiful. I'm just gonna chill here. Hey, you scumbag. It's so bright and beautiful. Like, God. Okay, basically asking for FPS to go from 200 to 100. Bro, you get 200 frames? What? Oh, man. Oh, nice Chronicle. Yeah. Yeah, birds in the sky or something, or, you know, like other Trove creatures. Like, that'd be cool. Just stuff that, like, visually, you know, just kind of makes it feel more lived in. Instead of just dungeons. If you want a Blood Moon in Trove, I mean, we kind of already have that, right? We just go to a new world. Honestly, a Blood Moon would work, because if an area ended up like all the dungeons were farmed out, and then a Blood Moon could trigger and everything would respawn, and maybe you'd get like better drop rates during that time or something. That'd be kind of cool, actually. They form schools as well. Oh, the fish do? Or you're saying like you can do that with the birds? Because that's nutty. Jeez. I didn't even notice that detail. That's crazy, man. Imagine divine beasts in every biome. Yes. Well, remember, we actually did talk about something like that probably around the time Breath of the Wild came out, where there should be a biome boss for every biome that you could find rarely out in the world. Which, around the time we were talking about those ideas, we kind of got rampages. But I feel rampages are a little too sectioned off from the rest of the game, rather than being something that, you know, should just be in the world. We kind of ended up getting it with the dragons, though, like the chocolate dragon and stuff, but... Is there a mod that limits the pickup of items to Shadow Plus? No. No, it's just a base feature in the game. You just gotta open your options, go to miscellaneous, and there you go. I still gotta make a video talking about that, actually. Let me write that down, just because I should make it super duper short. Oh my god, this pen. I need to get a new pen. There we go. But yeah, you can just change it in the default settings of the game, so that you can only pick Shadow and up. The devs made an underwater biome, knowing them they would make it so you have limited oxygen unless you buy stuff to get yeah, actually that's true. Which I would not be against. Dragons and rampages could be implemented to all the other biomes as well, and that'd be fun. I feel like this feature is underused severely. Yes, a lot of features in Trove, I would agree, are very underutilized. Like, they've got the mechanics to make like some amazing content, but they keep focusing on like all of these other things instead of just taking what they already have and shifting it around, which they kind of are already doing anyways. But The problem is that, you know, we kind of get updates like the next update with the Delve Shadow Tower biome, where it's kind of a double-edged sword, because now suddenly we've got a taste for an actual decent Delves biome, and everyone's just like wanting that, you know, like, hello, can we just have this as a normal thing? Can we just have every Delve biome be this instead of having to go through the caves? I mean, in my opinion, the thing that genuinely sucks about the new update is they got the new Delve biome, which is awesome, but you still have to go through 3 stupid caves in order to get there, which is really, really annoying. Because essentially the amount of caves that you're gonna have to go through are gonna you know, there's gonna be more quantity of those than the Catastra portal. And so it's not even going to feel like a new Delve biome update. It's just gonna feel like you're just going through the Delves. Like, it's gonna be really annoying, and I feel like the update, unfortunately, is gonna be very, very short-lived because of that. Because at the end of the day, you're still just gonna be spending hours and hours in the Delves, and then 25% of your grind is going to end up being in the new biome, which is just not enough to keep people interested. Yeah, may I have some more? Exactly. Also, yeah, I saw what you were saying, Saris, about speedrunning through Metroid. So I have a theory, by the way. I still think that either we're going to have an announcement for Prime 2 and 3 later this year. And I think that we're either going to see Metroid Prime 4 teased soon, and they're trying to give us Prime 2 and 3 in preparation to get people hyped for it, or because we know that we're more than likely going to get the new Nintendo console next year, the reason we might not have seen anything on Prime 4 is it might be exclusive to the new console, which I would be fine with. I mean, I've already said time and time again, as soon as Nintendo announces their new console, I will buy it. No question. But I'm wondering if that's why they're holding off on some of these other IPs. Anyways, excuse my rant about that, guys. It's just, I'm kind of a big Metroid fan, and Saris is another Metroid fan. I gotta get a Metroid tattoo. I do feel this might be them trying it out and setting up mechanics and such. Yeah, I hope so, Fox. I genuinely do. I've seen them do stuff like this before, though, where you think they're trying it out and then they never capitalize on it. I do really, really hope that they're testing this out and then they're gonna be like, okay, we're gonna make this the new standard biome. But that's a lot of hopium. Wouldn't it be cool if they expanded the lore a little bit? What lore? I know. I kind of thought it was interesting when they were adding like a story to Trove, and then they kind of just, nope. The thing is, the story doesn't work anymore because the Shadow Towers aren't prevalent in the game anymore. Like, it's funny how the tutorial, like, since they swapped over to the Delves and actually like got rid of the Shadow Tower almost altogether, it's funny when you think about new players playing this game. The intro of the game, like the tutorial world, makes no sense. Because those characters never pop up again. It's very, very weird. Currently got all 4 beams in under an hour looking at the... Oh my god. Saris, why aren't you, like, at the very least, like, just recording it? Or, like, making streams on it or something, bro? Like, don't worry. If you're speedrunning the game, you don't need to commentate. You just play. Yep. Like, the tutorial world has Toddstrom, I think his name was, right? Who only ever ended up appearing in Halloween events anyways. And Daughter of the Moon. I'm not saying Trove necessarily needs to have like a story or anything. I think that that's not really super important. But I do think that it would pay to have something like that. Even if just to have it be sort of an introduction to the game. I mean, let's not forget, like, speaking of useless things in the tutorial, mag riders, like, mag riders are not as prevalent as they were back in the day. I don't even know why they teach you about mag riders. Like, they act like it's a big deal, but we've not seen any dungeons actually, like, use mag riders in years, so. Managed to just get 2 sparks and a stellar gem out of 3 U10 boxes. Nice, GG. I don't know why I'm doing like basic adventure world, but whatever. Oh, speaking of, there's actually a rampage alert right there. Funny. Man, I haven't done a rampage in years as well. That's the thing that I still strongly disagree with, the design philosophy with Trove, where they add new content and it basically just has like a couple new mounts and allies and stuff locked behind it for mastery. But then once you get those, there's no incentive to continue. Even, unfortunately, even the new Delve biome suffers from the same thing, where, you know what, we're gonna do this from the underwater side. Where, you know, you still like, okay, you get all of these new mounts and allies and crap out of the gem worlds or whatever, and then what? Then there's no incentive to keep going back there. It's really, really disappointing, because I feel like the biggest thing that they need to try and figure out is how to make something a little bit more long-term that just kind of works with the rest of the game. Like, the closest that we got was obviously cosmic gems in Geode Surface. Okay, you know what? Let me also... I just want to fight him with a cool screenshot and a cool arena. Bro, die. Crystal gear kind of ended up affecting us as well, you know. Like, there's a few things that, you know, perpetually stay in the game. Can I get out of here, please? But for the most part, you know, so much of it is just a one and done that it's just frustrating. Mag rares are used in literally 3 dungeons and they're only in U5 and under. Yes. There's, yeah, there's only a couple dungeons that even use them. The thing that I don't really get is, like, I mean, I guess the real bottom line is that it is such a small dev team, and they are, like, under Game Ago, who's probably telling them what they need to work on next. Because otherwise, like, in my opinion, the biggest thing that they could do is just have a vote system, where I think that before they start working on the next update, they should have players vote what we actually want them to work on and see. You know, just give us a list, and maybe it's a spoiler, but like a couple years ago when we ended up getting that vote of, do you want to see more biomes, more classes, whatever, and everybody unanimously voted for more classes. And we ended up getting a few classes, but we still haven't gotten one this year, which I really, really hope that they're still secretly working on one, because so help me, dude. Classes are the most interesting part of this game. But I want to see them, like, ask the community and make it feel like we're shaping the game, so that we can avoid updates like Season 3 Bomber Royale. Clearly an update that the devs wanted, but no players actually wanted. Fishing could have potential, but it's so dry. What a hilarious, like, pun on words. Yeah, that's what I think as well, Chronicle. I think that Fluxion is more so them implementing the system for community voting. They might even actually go big mode and have, like, could you imagine if we could vote for the next feature that they would work on in-game? That would be big. Rather than having to go to their forums, create an account, and, you know, all that stuff. I would love to see it if they ended up having stuff like that. I mean, I do think Fluxion is bigger than most people think he is. Like, the funny thing is there's not really any hype about it and no one's really talking about it. But mechanically, I think that he's kind of, you know, like, just like you're saying, like, I agree. He's got a huge amount of potential for something that could positively impact the game. Not necessarily like him and voting for Luxion's inventory. That's like no big deal. But yeah, getting votes in game would just, I think that would be the most accurate representation of what players would actually want, instead of people having to go out of their way to go onto their forums and stuff. Which I wouldn't even be against, like, going on their forums and stuff. It's just, oh, speaking of a Mag Rider dungeon, it's just that their forums are so bad. Like, they're really dated and just don't really work. They don't push them enough. You know, like, there's just not much point. And then last time I was on their forums anyways, I don't know if it's still like that, but it was extremely toxic. It was more meaning that it was confirmed that. So if you remember, they were having 2 votings, one with color blocks, one with an error backend test such as voting system. I don't really remember, Chronicle, I'm sorry. I kind of vaguely remember. But the thing too is I'm gonna be real, I don't 100% know what Fluxion even does, because when I was testing him, he didn't do anything. Like, his inventory just was blank. So I'm not 100% sure how he functions. But, yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah, the forums died a while back. Yeah, I don't know if they still work. You might be right about that, Bill. Come to think of it. They did end up having the vote thing for like that one time where people voted on classes. But I think that they need to take advantage of it and kind of touch base with their player base. Because unfortunately, like, the devs kind of have... They kind of have their niche group or their clique or whatever, you know, like in their Trove Discord. And unfortunately, because of it, like, I don't know, like, I don't know. It was an issue that Trine Worlds mostly had. Game Ago hasn't been too bad, where they kind of just develop like what a small group of people are actually asking for, rather than like what the majority of people want. I'm not saying that I speak for the majority or anything, but I think that it's safe to say nobody asked for Bomber Season 3, and yet they probably put like a couple months of dedicated work into it. Which is still weird. Yeah, sure, Chronicle. If you would want to, you could probably just tell me in the Discord DMs, because we're probably gonna wrap up the stream pretty soon. So if you guys have any more questions, hit me up. Oh, you know what? Let's throw down some pinatas. Why not? Because I do want to stream some Mario games today as well. Okay. Let's see here. Loot, collect everything. Couple crystal 3s that I don't need. Good. I'm just gonna be throwing them here in Team Pixel. You can always just type go to world space team space pixel. Get these. Are any of these new? Nope. Dude, you know what would be awesome? Is if they had like the Terraria, like just click auto depot everything. That would be very nice. Yep, I'm gonna be streaming a lot more today, Sahil. I want to stream Final Fantasy. I want to stream Tower of Fantasy if I get the chance to. Whoops, let me disable the sound for you guys. But I'll probably like maybe make a coffee or have like a quick snack before I start the next stream, and then I'm probably gonna be doing Final Fantasy next. You know what? I don't even care about leveling gems to get sparks, bro. Okay, let's see here. Let's do 170 of these stupid ones that nobody actually cares about. I'm sorry, guys. I know it's not much, but then it makes my brain feel good because we're at 3.5k. Hey, it's still a lot of piñatas, okay? Your best bet to get invited to the club is going to be asking on our Discord, which there's a link in the description. Sorry, I don't do invites during streams. I know it's a bad habit, but yeah. For voting, there's 25 items and the top 5 make the cut to be bought next week. Oh, you're talking about Fluxion. Yeah, that's really simple. What's happening with these piñatas? Why do they not have collision? Why are they the entity? Like, what is this? Do you guys see this too? Like in game, are they doing this for you too? Like, what is this? I've never seen this happen before. They're not pushing each other. Okay. No, don't kill. No, you guys, no! No! Oh, hey, I got a piñata dragon egg. Let's go. It's fine, you can kill them. I kind of wanted to stack all of them and then kill them and see what would happen. Because they were all inside each other, so it was like gonna have the game freak out. In response to your earlier comment about me streaming, the only reason I don't right now is because I just can't concentrate unless music or a stream is in the background. Ah, yes. No, dude. So what you could do, Saris, it's a little complicated if you've never set it up before. You could set up your recording software to have multiple audio tracks. So you could essentially just record yourself playing through the game, and then afterwards in editing, you could cut out like whatever video background audio you're listening to. You could just cut that out of the video and just have the gameplay audio. There is a lot of steps to it. I don't know. I just like speed runs. Okay, anyways, that's I guess that's gonna do it, gamers. So bleh. Also, hi Chronicle, who just appeared in our world. Thank you guys for coming out. Really appreciate it. Hope you had fun. Hopefully notifications go out for the other videos that I'm gonna be streaming today, but we'll see what ends up happening. I know there's not as much interest for like Final Fantasy and stuff, but I'm interested in it. And this again, as a heads up, is going to be the main video for the day, just because I haven't had time to edit stuff. But anyways, hope you guys had fun. Hope I answered all your questions. Last question here. As a boomer, should I play with bow or sword? I'd say sword if you're trying to complete dungeons, bow if you want raw damage. Like if you're fighting like single target and bosses and stuff like that. Anyways, thanks for coming out.